If you have never looked at a picture of a restaurant on Google Maps to try and figure out if the seating would be accessible to your size.
Today we're going to be taking a look at the biggest issue in the fat community according to this TikTok.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFlay. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got the biggest issue in the fat community. Before we get into that, do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe.
If you have never looked at a picture of a restaurant on Google Maps to try and figure out if the seating would be accessible to your size.
Today we're going to be taking a look at the biggest issue in the fat community according to this TikToker. Right off the bat, you already know this is going to be yet another IQ enriching video, just as every other TikTok is. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Let's find out what the biggest issue in the fat community is.
Yes, chairs. Let's talk about chairs. Full pun intended, chairs are the biggest fucking issue in the fat community.
Really? Chairs?
So the question is, somebody stated on this person's TikTok, they said, yeah, I admit that before I got fat, I had no idea that fitting in chairs was such a privilege. It shouldn't have to be. I mean, guys, like, listen, though, chairs, I don't think were ever meant for fat people. I don't think chairs were ever meant for fat people. Now would I sit over here and say that the chairs are like made for skinny people? Yes and no. I mean, chairs are chairs. You know what I'm saying? But is chairs made for skinny people? I would say no, but then again, I would say yes because, there are some chairs. I really can't name a chair out there, man. I really don't know any chairs out there that's made for a fat person. It's just made for a person in general that just happen to be thin or of size, not for fat people. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they try to sit over here and make a problem out of chairs, and then you're here trying to say, you gotta be privileged to sit in the chair. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here, man. If you don't want to lose that weight, then okay, just don't try to put your problems on somebody else. Don't try to put your problems on, try to make it a world's problem. No, it's your problem. Because you choose not to go to the gym. You choose not to lose that damn weight.
Issue in the fat community. You sure there's no other issues that might be of bigger concern here? How about heart disease? That's a pretty big fucking issue if you ask me, considering you could die. But no, he throws a complete curveball here. Chairs are apparently the #1 issue. Chairs that the average person should be able to fit in, even slightly above average weight, should be able to fit in most chairs. So if you're not able to fit in most chairs, that's more of a you problem right there.
What I say, chairs are meant, it's not meant for fat people. I don't think it's meant. Chairs are meant for your layperson, for your average person. Like I said, I don't know any chairs that are built for fat people unless it's just custom made for a big person. But if you go to any hospital, you go to any boardroom, whatever, these are these chairs that you see people sitting in are for your average person, not for your fat people.
Probably improve your lifestyle choices at that point. But yeah, guys, that is the #1 issue. Not diabetes, not high blood pressure, not stroke. Chairs.
The biggest fucking issue in the fat community. The amount of public spaces like doctor's offices, malls, what the fuck ever, places that have seating, restaurants, etc., never ever have accessible seating. Some places just have stools, or some places just have armed, small, dinky looking chairs.
So it seems like this TikToker can't fit in about 99% of chairs, it sounds like. So his proposal to this massive issue is for every company and restaurant to start buying bigger chairs specifically for him and other obese people. It's almost like there's no other possible solution to all this. A solution that could potentially save your life. But no, this is just your typical self-centered, entitled TikToker who thinks the world revolves around them. Honestly, I think the biggest problem with the fat community over on TikTok is the fat community that is looking for just about anything in the world to blame for their own health.
For my people out there, once again, the world is not all you want understanding. If you are fat as hell, you lose that fucking weight. I don't sit over here and expect people to be like, oh, you're overweight. Let me go ahead and try to get a nice suitable chair for you. Let's start, matter of fact, you know what? Because I know you're not the only fat person in this world. We got tons of you. We got a lot of you fat motherfuckers. So let's go ahead and go out here and go get 3,000 big chairs for big fat people so they can fit in there. No, it ain't gonna work like that, bro. Nobody owes you an understanding. Chairs are meant for your average person. Chairs are meant for your average sized person. If you aren't average size, if you are overweight, you need to take your ass to that gym. Take your ass to that gym and lose the fucking weight so you can be able to fit in that chair. But shouldn't no restaurant and other businesses have to accommodate for you because you choosing not to live a healthy life and you want to pick up all this weight? You're not going to be able to, you don't really see too much of your societal standards on Instagram like you do on here, on TikTok. It seems like on TikTok, everybody's accepted. On Instagram, I don't know. It's just a big difference, man. It's just a big difference. But, people like this, man, are the reasons why you kind of just can't be truthful to yourself, bro. You kind of can't be truthful to yourself because people like these people, they give you the leeway of saying, you know what, hey, I don't want to take no accountability. And this is why I think a lot of TikTokers are doing. They're trying to release a lot of people from accountability. Well, at least people who think like this. I mean, you're overweight. You don't want to make that change. Like, come on, bro.
Or some places just have armed, small, dinky-looking chairs. As a fat person, if you have never, ever done the following things. If you have never looked at a picture of a restaurant on Google Maps to try and figure out if the seating would be accessible to your size.
How are you wasting your time looking at restaurant seats on Google Maps and not once has the idea crossed your mind to, I don't know, maybe hit the gym instead of going to that restaurant? This is getting pathetic at this point. You know what? It was already pretty pathetic, but now it's just sad to think that not only are you looking at restaurant pictures on Google Maps, but also making this very TikTok complaining to the world. Changes must be made in your life. That's all I'm gonna say.
To try and figure out if the seating would be accessible to your size. If you've never broken a chair in a public space, especially. If you've never had to second guess whether or not it was okay to sit down in the chairs provided to you.
Breaking chairs and second guessing sitting on a chair. How do you even say that statement out loud and not realize how ridiculous it sounds? Actually, I don't even know why I asked that question. It's clear this person has zero self-awareness. If you've reached that point and still not realized that you might be the problem, then I think it's safe to say that this person is just too far gone now.
If you've never had a fucking panic attack at school because you couldn't fit into the goddamn chair desk situation, then you don't deal with fat phobia at the same level that the rest of us do. And this is...
Dog, I mean, listen, you even had me. Sometimes it was hard for me to goddamn fit in the damn desk. And I was about 213, 14 pounds. Bro. School desk is just one size for all. School desk are one size for all. So if your fat ass can't fit in that, bro, get to the gym. If your fat ass can't fit in the desk, get to the gym. That should tell you a lot. And there should be no reason why your ass that fat as hell. And you in high school, my nigga. That should be when you're most active. But to complain and say, yeah, I second guess myself on sitting in this chair right here at a restaurant. I second guess this. I broke in the chair, so now my insecurities are starting to creep up. Like, bro, just lose the weight. He's trying to absolve himself and other fat people from accountability and just going to the gym. Hey, guys, it ain't us that's breaking these chairs. It's your chairs that's not accommodating for us that's breaking. You see what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. It's like it's one size fit all. Like a school desk is one size fit all. That's how school desks are. If you can't fit in a school desk, that should tell you that you are fat as shit. That should tell you need to hit the gym. I don't know why these people he's talking about, you haven't experienced fat phobia like I did, bruh. You mean to tell me you breaking a chair is fat phobia for the business? Or whoever owns that chair? Like, what? You second guessing sitting in the chair, that's fat phobia from other people? Like, no, man. That's just you not willing to go to that gym and make that change. That is you not going to that gym and willing to make that change, man. And once again, this is America today. Go to any of these other countries. You're not going to hear about no feminism. You're not going to hear about no fat phobia. You're not going to hear about no trans, homophobic, all that bullshit. You're not going to hear none of that. You're not going to hear none of that because they don't think the way we do. America, I mean, what the fuck, man? We lead in obesity. We have some of the most dumbest of movements. I mean, dude, like the list goes on, man. This fat community shit, man. Like, dude, it's a simple fix, guy. It's a simple fix. And obviously, you don't want to make that fix. He's cool with being fat. Okay, that's an early grade for you. But don't try to push that shit on everybody else. Don't try to say, hey, well, you know, try to push a narrative that, oh, America's fat phobic. America don't like fat people. Yet America leads in obesity. America leads in obesity.
It's just one example. There are a plethora of other examples I could give you. But this one is really, really important. Like, I've literally broken a chair at a friend's fucking wedding reception. And later on, the groom came and was like, I heard what happened. Are you okay? This wouldn't have happened if we just had accessible seating and fat-friendly seating. Please think about fat-friendly seating. I'm at the intersection of a lot of marginalized identities, but chairs are a really serious issue that people just don't understand.
Yes, a very, very important issue. Out of all the issues that come to mind with being overweight, the first one that pops into my head has got to be the chairs. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think is the biggest issue? But yeah, shorter video today since there's really nothing going on at the moment. If there's anything you want to see a video on, comment that below as well. But anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up today.
I don't have to accommodate for shit. If you got my wedding, I don't have to accommodate for shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless if you ask me to. But don't sit on here and expect me just to automatically, okay, let me go ahead and get a chair because I got a few fat people coming. Hell no. If you can't fit in that chair, nigga, you better stand your ass up. I mean, after that, go to the gym. But don't sit there and get mad at the damn person and try to blame that person because your fat ass broke that chair. Like, no, bro, I don't like shit like that, man. I really do not like people who do not like taking accountability, bro. I really do not understand and like people who do not like taking accountability, bro. That shit is irritating, man. That shit is irritating, bro. You are obese because of you. That chair broke because of you. Chairs are our biggest problem. Chairs are a big problem. It's only a big problem to fat people. You don't ever hear any average person saying anything about a chair besides how hard it may be or the comfortability of it. Not, oh well, because it don't accommodate me. No, get your ass in that gym. Lose that weight. Ain't nothing wrong with losing that weight. Ain't nothing wrong with getting in that gym, man. For you guys, y'all already know how it is. Y'all already know how hard it is, man, to even try to get a girl being fat if you ain't got no money. So, I mean, dude, like, the best bet is get into the gym, man. Lose that weight, man. But this fat phobic or fat phobia or whatever the hell you want to call it, this shit gotta stop, man. This shit gotta stop. Y'all putting the word for everything. You call somebody out for being overweight, you're fat phobic. You got fat phobia. You know what I'm saying? You may sit on here and say, I don't agree with what Lil Nas X doing. You're homophobic. I don't want to date a trans because they I don't want to date a trans because they aren't truly who they are. You know what I'm saying? They went from a female to a male. They went from a male to a female. I don't want to date that. I'm not saying there's a problem with it. I'm not saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, they shouldn't be allowed or none of that. I'm just saying, me personally, I couldn't date a trans. I can't date a trans. Then you're considered a trans. Then you're considered transphobic. You hold women accountable. Now you're misogynistic, or you're a misogynist. You got too many names, bro. You got too many names for people who do not like being held accountable. People who come up with all these names are people who hate being held accountable, and that's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. People who make homophobic, transphobic, misogynist, fatphobic, all that. People who just don't like accountability. People who want you, who's trying to force you to think the way they think. No, man. Don't work like that, man. Not in this world, man. Not damn sure not over here. But man, look, do me a huge favor, man. Leave a like, comment, subscribe.